Hey everybody, it's Ben again from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to part 2 of my DVD and Blu-ray haul for the month of October. So yeah, the DVD was kind of short, so I wanted to throw in the Stranger Things, try to lengthen it up a little bit. But now we're going to get to the stack of Blu-rays. So I got a bunch of the Blues that I picked up for this month. Hope you enjoy. First one I picked up is an upgrade, which is 976 Evil, in this cool little slipcase. And I haven't watched this version yet, but it has no cover art. I mean, no switchable artwork or anything, but it looks pretty cool. I like how it looks for the retro style for the movie. But 976 Evil is a classic, directed by Robert Englund. He actually directed that movie. All right, next. We have The Cult of Chucky. I never bothered upgrading that Child's Play set. I like the one I have right now, so I just picked up a standalone of Cult, and I thought this was well done. I like how it takes place in a psych ward, and they use puppets, and of course they use some CGI. The CGI is kind of weird on it, but when they use the puppets, it's pretty cool. And of course they brought back Andy Barclay. And that was pretty cool. And there's a little cool tidbit at the end of the credits. So if you see it, haven't watched it yet, watch the end of the credits. It's got a nice little, cool little twist. I hope they do a sequel. Next from Vinegar Syndrome is Demon Wind. I did a review on this on my 31 Days of Horror. Great Evil Dead throwback kind of movie. Fun as hell. I like this. Vinegar Syndrome did a fantastic job. Check out my 31 Days of Horror on Demon Wind. I'll let you know. From Arrow, Don't Torture a Duckling. This is... I have never seen this movie. I almost bought the DVD a long time ago. That's the other side. So I'll pick up the Arrow because Arrow does a great job with their transfers. And of course they give you this wall of special features. So you got some great special features on here. Solid slipcover. So yeah, Don't Torture a Duckling. I've heard some good things about this movie. Just never seen it, but I will be watching it soon. Heard some interesting things about the film. Best Buy had this on sale for like $7, so I picked it up, and that is Dressed to Kill. I've never seen it before. I heard interesting things on it. So it was the last one there. I'm like, you know what? I'll just pick it up. For $7, if it sucks, oh well. Had to get this as a standalone. Definitely horror related, but it's also Halloween related. And of course, that's Ernest Scared Stupid. I watched this, still funny for what it is now. I have it on a 3-pack with Goes to Jail and Goes to Camp, but I wanted to stay on this on a standalone. I found out the Blu-ray was out of print, but then I found it cheap on Amazon by a third-party seller, and I jumped on it because I remember seeing this as a kid and I loved it. Still love it. Still going into the collection. Next, I had to buy this. This one was a little more expensive, but I've been after this movie for quite some time. It's a Dustin Wade Mills film. And, is it? No, it's a Ryan Nicholson film. Wow. I just ordered a Dustin film. That's what it is. This is a Ryan Nicholson film that's a slasher I've been after for quite some time. It's out of print and goes for insane money. And I found one on Amazon, on eBay, for a reasonable price. I had to buy it, and that is called Famine. This is a slasher. Actually, it's number 2. I got number 13 out of 50 from the seller. Haven't watched it yet, but I will be. But guy is going around wearing a... I think that's the mascot for the school. Going around hacking and slashing people. But I always wanted a copy of this. This looked badass. I missed it a long time ago, and now I got it. So I'm very happy to have that in my collection. Cool double feature from After Dark Horror Fest. You have The Grave Dancers and Wicked Little Things. This was pretty cheap on Amazon, so I grabbed it. Both great films from, I think, the first season of, or the first grouping of After Dark horror films. So they had this on a 2-pack. Grave Dancers, I've seen, it's great. And Wicked Little Things is cool. It's like a killer kid type movie. It's like, why not? Save some room. Grab them on a double feature. I don't think there's any features on them at all, but Just stand in the middle, double feature. So I'm very happy to have that into the collection. Next, put out by Warner's Archive. Had to jump on this one. That's Green Slime. I almost bought the DVD. And then Warner's decided to release some more films on Blu-ray. And of course, Green Slime had to be a day one buy for me, which it was. And as soon as I got it too, I watched it that night. So cheesy, so much fun. The intro song is just hysterical. I love the way the monsters looked in this movie. Fun flick. If you ever thought about picking up Green Slime, highly recommend it. Fun shit. All right. This one I can't believe I found cheap on Amazon. And this is a multi-region set. And pretty much, I never owned them. And that was kind of shocking because I've always been putting off. I finally now have the Hannibal Lecter trilogy. Now, it comes with Silence of the Lambs, which I know I never owned. I've seen them, yeah. Fully loaded with tons of features. And this one is multi-region, as you can see right here. A, B, and C. So you got Silence of the Lambs. Oops. Red Dragon. I've seen this in the theater. I loved it. And, of course, this one is... I think this is all region 2 as well. Doesn't say. But Red Dragon. All in this nice thick case. Tons of features as well. So you got it all fully loaded. And the last one is Hannibal. And, of course, also has the features on Hannibal as well. Now, of course, it doesn't include Hannibal Rising. Probably because the set wasn't made then. But I'm very happy to have this set itself. It's got a fine, cool, hard case. I love the way that case looks with the mask. This was kind of cheap. It was like $20 on Amazon. Now, if you buy all three separately, it was like $36. It's like, nope, I'll buy the set. I don't care. So I finally have all three of them. I'll probably be picking up Hannibal Rising at some point. But I know, shame on me for not having Silence of the Lambs and them in the collection. Just been putting it off. Now I have it. Great little horror documentary called Haunters. The Art of the Scare. This is pretty much about people who make haunted houses. That one particular house, McKay Manor, that's like so extreme. They interview people from that, the owners. They interview different people like, I do this my whole life, or I only do this on one day, spend a lot of money. It's pretty cool. I liked it, how they did this little documentary. It's on a BDR, but for a well-done documentary, they interview tons of people. So that was pretty badass. Haunters, The Art of the Scare. All of those people who like to go to haunted houses or haunted trips and all that shit. Picked this up at the convention just because I needed to have it, and that's Hellraiser Revelation. For what it is. These were cheap, but I decided to upgrade. That's, of course, Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. I'm not a fan of the director. I love Part 2 more than Part 1, but they're both collector's editions. They came with the slip covers, so I said, you know what? Why not? They weren't expensive. I was not going to put a lot of money into them. So I decided to grab them. Came today. The Lift. Yes, this is the reversible cover art. This was what the original one looks like. Well, not the original, but the other side. Double disc. But I went with the original cover right there, with the dude stuck behind the elevator doors, about a killer elevator. I have never seen the original. Seen the remake. And of course, Dick Moss did his own remake of his own film. So I'm going to pop in The Lift. I wanted to watch that one. See the difference between the remake and everything. Don't know much about this film, but looks pretty badass. Called Night Angel. Looks like a cool witch-type, creature-featured type movie. I've seen the trailer, and the trailer brought me in. So if you see Night Angel, let me know. But I said, why not? I'll pick it up and see how this one is. Never heard about it. So it's kind of like a, hidden gem maybe. Maybe not. Picked up Night School, another Warner Brothers Archive release. Fun slasher. I watched it the other night. Typical ending, predictable ending, but it was a fun little slasher, all about someone going around decapitating women. Finally, popcorn is in my possession. Love this slasher. Back in the day when there were the DVDs, when I was working at Circuit City way back then, I kept walking past the DVD saying, I will buy it, I will buy it. Never did. And of course, went out of print, and I was been kicking myself ever since. And Synapse released this bad boy finally. Took them forever, but it's finally out. Day one buy. Love popcorn. Fun little slasher in the movie theater during a horror movie marathon. It's great. Another upgrade. Had to buy it day one. Rawhead Rex. Yes, Rawhead. And I even have the reversible side, which is, for me, the original. I love that artwork with him standing out there. Great Irish demon film. The transfer quality is fantastic. The movie is just so much fun. I don't care if people say it's shit. I love it. And I will continue to be watching this movie. No more bootleg. Yay. So happy. I picked up the third one in the series, and that's the Resident Evil animated movies. This one is Vendetta. And the first two are really good. So I said, you know what? They released a third computer animated film. So I'll be watching this one. If you've seen that one, let me know. Another convention pickup, Scarecrow by SRS Cinema. Shot on video goodness. The artwork pretty sucked me in, so I bought it at the horror convention. This was on sale, and I picked it up, and that is Soul Station. This is a prequel to Train to Busan. This is an animated horror film. So you got some Asian animated horror there. So yeah, can't wait to give this one a watch. The price was pretty high when it came out. So I'm like, I'll leave it on the list for a while. Then it finally started dropping. Like, let me grab it now while it's at a good price before it jumps back up. So I'm very happy to finally own Soul Station in my collection. Here's the remake, The Shaft. It also went by Down, but I had the old DVD called The Shaft, and that's the original artwork. That's what it went by, called Down, but I always went by The Shaft because I had the DVD, and that's what the original DVD looked like. So I'm very happy to upgrade this DVD. Yes, another killer elevator movie lift. All right, I own 1 through 4. Might as well own Part 5. Sharknado 5. Yes. I don't know what it is with me buying these stupid Sharknado movies, but they're just so much fun to watch. I haven't watched Part 5 yet, but at some point I will. Going to Walmart, I was like, there's the DVD, but how come it doesn't have a Blu-ray? And then one day, just walking into Best Buy, there it was sitting on the shelf. I'm like, all right, pull my arm. I'll buy the Blu-ray of Sharknado 5. So now I have them all on Blu-ray right now. Yes. If you've seen it, let me know. Another convention pickup, She Kills by SRS Cinema. This is pretty badass film. Yes, woman gets raped, gets revenge with her vagina tentacle pussy. Blind Buy, Summer of Fear by Wes Craven. This was a made-for-TV movie, so I decided to why not pick it up, add some more Wes Craven films in the collection. Rest in peace, Wes. I'm glad they released this movie. It's got Linda Blair in it. I think it's a made-for-TV movie about witchcraft, so why not? I'll check it out. If you've seen it, let me know. Everyone knows me and knows I love Tremors, and of course I had to buy it. Another Tremors addition to my collection. Yeah. And that is the Tremors Steelbook. This is put out by Zavvi. This is my first Zavvi item. I don't own anything from the company, but when I knew they put out a Steelbook of Tremors, come on. Had to buy it. It's still sealed right now. I'm debating about opening it, just keeping it in the plastic. But I don't know. I love Tremors is probably like one of my favorite horror films. I have different versions of it. I know there's other people out there that have different versions of their movies, but Tremors is mine. Of course, I had to jump on that Steelbook. And last for the Blu-rays was a film that I actually did like. It was in the theater for a while, caught my attention, but never decided to go to the theater to watch it. And that's called Wish Upon. Typical Wish type movie. She finds a puzzle box, not a puzzle box, a music box. She makes wishes, and of course they come true, but they have a deadly result. I like this one. I thought this was actually well done. Good kills. Not very gory. I think this was PG-13, but it was a fun watch. I like the way the puzzle box. I keep calling it a puzzle box. The music box looked very demonic. They did a cool story, like a premise of the music box. So why it was possessed and why it was changing. It wasn't really changing wishes. It was you make a wish and someone close to you got the blunt of the death. So that was pretty badass. I liked it. So yeah, Wish Upon. This was a who released it? Oh, Broad Green? I don't know, whatever. It was fun. Got some cool special features to it. So yeah, definitely check out Wish Upon, guys. Not for everybody, but that's definitely going in the collection. It was fun. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. That is the end of my haul for the end of the month of October of 2017. Love to hear your thoughts, guys, on these films. If you've seen them, if you like them or not, please let me know. And stay tuned because I will be having a contest because I reached over 1,000 subs. Woohoo! So thank you very much for subbing to my channel. And stay tuned for a contest coming pretty soon. I bought some goodies, so I'm waiting for them to come in, and then we'll get started on that. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my end of the month haul. Again, please like, subscribe, and put your comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Peace.